Good morning, everyone. I hope you had an enjoyable weekend and are now fully back into the routine of school and online learning. Well done for all that you've done so far and the way in which you've engaged with lessons, chapel, house quizzes and competitions, and also with the sporting challenges. One of the things that I'm interested in is high-performing teams and leadership, and how we can get the best out of people. Whilst reading about this, I came across a clip from Simon Sinek about the Navy SEALs. I was particularly drawn to it because I'd just watched a film about a special operation they'd conducted in Afghanistan in 2005. Their bravery, fearlessness, and mental strength really struck me, and I was interested to find out what their training requirements were. Very simply, they spend over a year with basic underwater demolition, special warfare skills, and parachuting as part of their training. Before they can access the course, there's a swim, run, and basic fitness test, comprising of 50 press-ups in 2 minutes, 50 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and 10 pull-ups in 2 minutes. Clearly, physical fitness is an important element of any military position, but fitness alone will not be enough to qualify as a Navy SEAL, as you'll hear in the clip.
The Navy SEALs are one of the highest performing organizations on the planet, and a former Navy SEAL was asked, who makes it through BUDS? Who makes it through the selection process to become a SEAL? And he said, I can't tell you who gets through, who makes it, but I can tell you the kind of people who don't make it. He said the star college athletes that never have been really tested to the core of their being, none of them make it through. He said the preening leaders who like to delegate everything, none of them make it through. He said the big tough guys that come in with huge muscles covered in tattoos who want to prove to everyone how tough they are, none of them make it through. He said some of the guys that make it through are skinny and scrawny. He said some of the guys who make it through, you will see them shivering out of fear. He said, but every single one of them who makes it through, when they're emotionally exhausted, when they're physically exhausted, some way, somehow, they're able to dig down deep inside themselves to find the energy to help the person next to them. Service. Service. Giving to another, having their back, is what makes the highest performing teams in the world. Not their strength and not their intelligence. It's their willingness to be there for each other.
That idea of service and being there for other people is a really important one. Particularly at the moment, there are many people who are struggling, and some of you might be amongst them. So what can we do? We can be there for others. Check in on our friends and make sure they're okay. Engage with our community. Join in with the house quizzes and competitions and make sure that you're part of the solution. If you haven't heard from someone in a while, or you're aware of any difficulty they may be having, pass on that information to someone else who might be able to help. There's a very special bond, a sense of camaraderie and trust that we should feel because we all belong to the St. Lawrence community. Let's make sure that we become one of those high-performing teams, that we all actively try to strengthen and engage with our community, and that we are all there for each other. I hope that you have a good week.